Hi, my name is Jackie Davidson. I'm running for District 16, a legislature, and that's 16B. I've lived here in Idaho for 42 years, so I've watched the city grow, and I have 3 kids, and all born here and raised here. 3 darling grandchildren that I want to have them have the same liberties that we had when we grew up. My reason is I've been watching the state, and especially Ada County, really go towards purple and even to blue. I live in a district, District 16, that is led in the legislature by 3 liberal Democrats, and we really have a unique opportunity here because 2 of them are not rerunning. And so we're really working hard to try to flip this district back red, just give people freedom, the liberties that we have enjoyed, and we need to fight and work to get that back. I've owned 2 businesses. I own a business called Data Technologies Group, and it supports and trains and installs accounting software, and I support the accounting departments of these businesses. So that's really helped me build some trust in the Valley. I have a degree in IT web development, so I have also supported the marketing departments of businesses here in the Valley. And I think that gives me a unique opportunity in the legislature because it is so detail oriented. Everything has to be just right in order for it to be successful. And so that's a unique gift. Also, balanced budgets. I have a high accounting background, and so I'm going to, use that in the legislature and be able to be successful there. Well, it's my opinion that the greatest issue is the decline of liberties and freedoms, basically the shredding of the United States and the Idaho Constitution. So I really have a passion for these constitutions, and I am seeing that they are just not being followed. And so I would work really hard to make sure that every bill follows the Constitution of the United States, and especially Idaho, and help to turn those things around that are destroying those 2 fabulous documents. Well, a very important thing would be no mandates. People should have the intelligence and the freedoms and liberties to be able to make choices, their own choices for their families, whether it's a mask or whether it's a so-called vaccine. We should have that opportunity, and businesses should not be taken down, locked down. I really saw some inequities in who was locked down. For example, a small Ace Hardware as opposed to Home Depot, the Ace Hardware being closed and Home Depot staying open. So there was some really unfair inequities in what was going on with this whole COVID thing. So we need to protect the people, but we need to also give them the freedom and the trust that they can make their own decisions. And that's a constitutional right. I think law enforcement is very important, and we need to encourage, train, and give law enforcement the tools and the resources that they need to do their jobs. And we should never defund the police department. We need to make sure that we have a constitutional sheriff and and people in those departments, the Ada County Sheriff's Department, the Boise Police Department, that they will not infringe on our rights. And that is really basically done at the election voting booth, and making sure that those people who are appointed by a constitutional leader that will make sure that the rights of our people are not abused by the legal entities here in the Valley and the state. Well, I think the education is broken. I have seen, read the reports from the Anna Miller, and have looked at some of the things that are going on in the state. And I do believe that there are some critical race theory going on. I'm appalled at the sexualization of our children. And I do not think that, well, I think education should be a math, reading, writing, math, taking care of those things that our children need to graduate and be contributing people in our state. And so we really need to clean up and look at the funding of these abhorrent things that are going on in our education. Our children are so important, and we need to protect them from those things that are going to, change their natural mind thinking, thought thinking, and that should not be done by this education system. Well, I've really been working hard with the GOP this last 2 years. I was a leader last fall with Get Out to Vote, and that was Angie Redford into the West Ada School District. So I've been really working with the GOP. This spring, my friend Blair Moss and we put 27 people running for precinct committeemen. So I'm working hard already. And I just want to continue to do that same hard work for our state.